My name is Otieno, and I'm a documentary photographer in Kibra. Every child has a dream. You know, while growing up, going to school, I always had this dream that I'm going to be a doctor. That's always everyone's dream. Be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an engineer, a pilot. But then somewhere along the way, I started developing this passion for storytelling, photography, journalism. And then when I finished my high school, I went straight and applied for a journalism course because I knew this is what I want to do. I couldn't do any other thing but journalism. And I ended up as a photojournalist. My photography started with a cell phone camera, which I was given by my mom. And with that cell phone, I used to take a lot of photos of Kibera, and the photos were mainly the landscape because I found the landscape so interesting, So I had a lot of photos of Kibera on my phone, so I will always post them on Facebook. I opened this Facebook page and I called Kibera Stories. So I used to post the photos there. I just used to throw them in that account. And while I was going to school, because I wasn't boarding, I was commuting every day from Kibera to multimedia. So in that process, I used to meet a lot of things happening in the way. I will always capture them on my phone. And then after saving for a few months, I bought my first digital camera, which was a Nikon. And that camera was and through that camera, I started advancing my photography skills, Even the first day that I bought it, while coming to Kibera, there were some activities which were happening around. And I took those photos and I shared them on Facebook. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I've always had this journalistic mindset. And I developed that passion because of my neighborhood. There was this time I was scrolling through images of Kibera on Google, and the images that I was seeing were all bad images. The images that show only the poor part. But me, as somebody who was raised and born here, I was seeing a part which was not on the internet. And that's why I started this project called Kibera Stories, to share a different perspective of the slum. Okay, just like people always say that Kibera is a bad place, we can't deny that fact. Yes, insecurity, crime, drug abuse, all those are prevalent. But apart from that, there's also the people who live here. There's people who are doing the business here. There are people who are running projects here. There's a lot of things which are happening. Kwa hapo wanangoja polisi wakuja, wanangoja ambulance, lakini mimi ndo nilikuwa mtu wa kwanza kufika hapo kwa scene. Mimi ndo nilikuwa photographer, journalist, ashafika. So nilikuwa nafikiria hizi picha zangu, hizi picha ninapiga itasaidia aje. Nilikaa hapo for some time 15 minutes, nikarudi nikaangalia mtoi, naangalia wazazi pale, na yani mood ilikuwa mood ingine very very sad. So nilitoka tu pale tu, lakini picha ya mtu yake kilala kwa hiyo meza, alikuwa amekufa but unaangalia yani bado kama analala. Hiyo picha ni hiyo scene ilikuwa imeniuma sana. Kibra stories has also been an inspiration to other photographers who they've also started they're also documenting stories in their neighborhoods. You know, I always tell them the best stories are where you live, where you stay. You don't have to travel to Afghanistan or where there is war or hunger, you know, and get the stories. The best stories are right there where you are. So the people who look up to me as a photographer, and it means a lot to me also. Okay, when I got into photography, I was first exposed to the work of Boniface Mwangi with the photos that he took during the post-election violence. I looked at those photos and I saw the reality, because during that time I was still a kid, but I also experienced that violence. And those photos that he took really, like, they spoke to me, because I saw some of those things that he documented by myself. My biggest achievement in photography was when I won the East Africa Photography Awards in 2018, and the award was being hosted by Uganda Press Photo Awards. And also last year, I won the Reuters Photojournalism Grant, which was 5,000 USD. And I've also won Kenya Photography Awards, Kenya Press Photo Awards. I was selected to join the World Press Photo East African Masterclass in 2016, which was also a big step in my career. You know, it was through that masterclass that I started knowing how the photography world works. You know, how to do stories, how to pitch the stories to editors. You know, and also how to do research. Also, last year I participated in the New York Times Portfolio Review. You know, I was sharing my work with a group of editors from big international media outlets. So I was showing them my work, and they were giving me advice on what to do and what not to do. I always tell people, if they want to be like me, if they want to venture into photography, first they have to be passionate. They have to be themselves. They shouldn't do something because somebody else is doing it. You know, it is passion that brought me here. Without passion, I wouldn't be doing this. You know, I would have given up a long time ago. So be passionate, be you, be real.